So today I'm going to be doing a no makeup look. If you're not familiar with that term, it pretty much means we're going to be applying makeup in a way where it's not going to look like we're really wearing makeup, but yet we are still wearing makeup. I like to refer to this look as a better version of yourself because it's nothing glamorous or over the top. It's easy peasy, but it only takes about 5 to 7 minutes tops, and you're just going to look like an amplified version of you, just a little bit prettier, but still very natural. You're only going to be using these products right here, so very minimal makeup, very minimal products. I have never done a look on my channel that has been so minimal and easy peasy as this one before, but I feel like it's necessary because even sometimes with myself, you can sit in front of the mirror and you only have like 5-6 minutes to get ready and you're like, oh my gosh, is it even worth it? You know, like I don't even have the time. And you clearly can't do like the sculpted brow, the wing liner, the lashes, the contour. So it's like, what's the most important things to touch on? What's gonna make you look better than you already do, but yet you don't have time to do anything glamorous or over the top. So that's exactly what this video is for. Showing every woman things just to touch on, to tap on, to make yourself look more fresh and awake, but still like yourself, and it is so quick and easy peasy. So I'm gonna stop babbling, let's get into this. This is gonna be a talk through video, so if you hear Georgie, if you hear my husband, if you hear things, it's just life, people. Let's get started. I vow to be good during Mommy's entire video and not disrupt. Thank you. Let me just put on some earrings so you guys have something pretty to look at, because I do not like bare ears. By the way, these earrings, these like big blingy fake diamonds, they are from Kate Spade. I got them like 2 years ago for Christmas, but they're still always at Nordstrom. A lot of you guys ask, so Kate Spade. So this video was 100% inspired by the Perricone MD No Foundation foundation. I tweeted a picture of this and a lot of you guys were asking for a review on it, so I thought that I would incorporate it into this video so that you guys can see how it applies and I can give you my thoughts. It does have an SPF of 30 in it, and it is also a sheer to medium coverage foundation depending how you apply it. It is just perfect for summertime with those two key things right there. Not to mention the title says it all, No Foundation foundation. It's going to do the job of a foundation, but yet it's not going to look like you're wearing foundation, which, hello, who doesn't want that? I'm going to be using a Makeup Geek stippling foundation brush to apply it, and apparently hell has officially frozen over because I'm not using my Sigma F80. So I'm just going to pump one pump on the back of my hand. Let's get the party started. And this is in the shade number 2, light to medium. It comes in 2 shades, and I picked the second one. So I'm just going to grab this on the back of my hand with this Makeup Geek stippling brush, and then I'm just going to start pressing it in to the skin. I am not using primer because that's just me. I don't really need primer, but for those of you who can't live without it, go ahead and slap on your primer before you do your foundation. I also recommend when you apply your foundation to do it as quickly as possible after you have done your skincare and cleanse your face and put on your moisturizer, because foundation always tends to go on a lot nicer if you do that immediately after, as opposed to waiting a few hours like I have. Make sure you do not neglect your top lip when you are doing your foundation, because if you do that, sometimes you can get some like little splotches up there if you only run across it really quickly, and then it can kind of look like you have a mustache. So make sure you blend around that area. I also take my foundation and just quickly run it over my lip area, not necessarily to conceal or put foundation on the lips, but just when you do that, it'll ensure that you do not have any missed area around the lip. And then when you go in and apply your lip gloss, you can sometimes have choppiness. So I just go right over the lip area just to make sure that you don't have any lines of foundation. I don't know if the camera is picking up how this looks in person, but in person this foundation looks like my skin, but better. It looks very dewy, very healthy, but not like an oil slick or anything like that. It is setting beautifully on the skin, and the best part is that you cannot smell the SPF because I cannot stand the smell of sunscreen. You can't smell in this foundation, so bonus. Now I'm going to go in with one more Perricone MD product, and if you're thinking this video is sponsored by him, I promise, he has no clue who I am. I went into my local Sephora and purchased these things all by myself with my own money, and one of the girls who works there, we've kind of become friends because she loves makeup, I love makeup, I love her, I trust her judgment. And when I walked in there, she was like, you need this in your life, and I was like, okay. So it is the Perricone MD No Bronzer Bronzer. It comes in a little droplet like this. It looks like a serum, and oh my gosh, get ready. This is the most beautiful bronzer of life. I've worn it for the past 2 days, so let me show you how I apply it. It is so fast and easy. I'm just going to take it and put a couple drops on the back of my hand, and this is going to do the entire face. This stuff goes a long way. When you see this, you think like, okay, that's so tiny, that's going to last me a week. It's not. It's going to last you a very long time because the smallest amount is going to go forever. So I'm going to use the Sigma Angled Kabuki. This is the F84 to apply this, and on the back of my hand, I'm just going to take a little bit and just kind of rub it around, mainly on the tip of this angled brush. And then I'm just gonna go in and tap it all over the cheek area, just like you would with any bronzer, except instead of rubbing, we're just gonna tap. And it is just the most natural looking bronzer I've ever seen in my entire life. It is so beautiful. So I'm not contouring with this, I am just bronzing. I'm not gonna try to sit here and sculpt out, we don't have time for that. I am just going to put this all over the cheekbone area, just for a very natural looking bronze. When I first opened this up, I saw that it had some like sparkle, almost like glitter in it, and I was like, nope, she led me wrong, this is not gonna work, this is not cute. When I apply it, I do not see any sparkle, I do not see any glitter, I don't know where it disappears to on the skin. It honestly just looks like you have been sitting in the sun by the pool for the past like 5 or 6 hours. It looks so natural, there's no glitter, it's just beautiful. I'm just gonna tap this up around the whole forehead area, just because anytime you bronze the cheeks, you don't wanna only do the cheeks. You wanna just make sure that you even it out by going in other areas of the face as well. If you only do the cheek area, it can just look a little uneven and lopsided sometimes. So I completely forgot to apply my concealer. I just jumped in with my bronzer. I was too eager, but that's okay because in real life, you're sometimes gonna get things mixed up and it's not a big deal. So I'm going to go in with the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller. I absolutely love this product. It's so easy for days where you're rushing and you just need things to be quick. You can also take it with you on the go and it's super easy to apply. So all I'm gonna do is just take this and roll it under the eye area like that. And make sure you get it from the inner corner and take it up, because even when you're in a hurry, you want to make sure that you always lift the concealer because it will give the facelift as well. So we're just going to go in with, what am I using? This is a Sigma Soft Blend Concealer. It's an F64. And I'm just going to dab and go up towards that temple. I'm going to slightly bring it down. Even though we already did that bronzer, it's really not a big deal. It will honestly just help it blend even more. So if you want, just lightly hit the top of that eyelid just to slightly cover up any veins or discoloration you have. I'm just going to take that same Garnier roller and just tap it in these areas just because I do have redness around my nose, which is very common in women. It's hormones. There's really nothing you can do. You can't fight hormones. Well, you can, but you'll probably lose. Just quickly adding a little bit of that highlight to the chin will just make everything tie together. And since I should have applied the concealer first, but I didn't, I did the bronzer first, you wouldn't have to do this, but I'm just going to go back over and just make sure that I don't have any choppiness from doing the concealer second. If you ever have choppiness when working with liquids, you can go back with your foundation brush and just dab over any unblended or choppy, harsh areas, and that will just help blend everything out. Don't swipe. If you swipe, it will remove. So just go and dab. Like if you have any harsh lines, you can just dab it, and that will just make sure everything is blended out. You don't have those lines anymore. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Benefit Gimme Brow. I have talked about this in a video that I did before. I think it was an everyday tutorial. This is a great product if you're just in a hurry and need to just do something to the brows and don't have time to sit there and truly fill it in. The brush is literally so itty bitty that you can get every single little brow hair, and it also has fibers on it that not only fill in the brows, but they grab onto the brow hairs and make your brows look a little bit more full. So it's very easy to apply. I'm just gonna start running it all over that brow area. And on days where I'm doing a very natural look, I don't like to take my brow color all the way into the inner corner. So I'm not gonna start here and move out. I kind of start right here, just a quarter of the way through, and then move out, because if you get all this area very dark, it can sometimes look very mean. So instead, we're just gonna start there and blend it outward. And I'm just gonna do the exact same thing to the other brow. I just love this product so much. I don't use too many Benefit products, but this one is great. Brows are complete. Now we are going to go in and just curl the lashes. I am using a MAC lash curler that I've had for years and years and years from Gratis back in the day, but I also used to have a Revlon lash curler before that, and it worked great. So if you're looking for a drugstore lash curler, I would try the Revlon one. When I curl my lashes, I get in there very tight to the lash line, and I just squeeze it a bunch of times. I pulsate it. So I like squeeze, 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 and I probably do that 10 times. There are many different techniques to curling the lashes, but that's the one that I use, and you can see that it works. It gets them very straight up. Then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Volume Express Mascara. I showed this in my Ulta haul video. I absolutely love this mascara. I love the wand. It's so nice and full and fat. I love fat wands, but especially when they come to a point like that, because it's not so big that you're hitting yourself in the eye with it, but yet you have that point so you can get the inner corner of your lashes as well. I'm just going to put on my mascara. Pretty self-explanatory, but I will give you a little tip when applying your mascara. Try to get as close to the root as possible and move in a zigzag motion, the same way that you would move when teasing the root of your hair next to your scalp. It's the same principle, even though that sounds weird, but you're going to want to tease your hair to get volume. Same thing for the lashes. So go back and forth and tease them to really plump them up. And because I don't know how to apply mascara like a grown woman, sometimes I will get it on like the upper lid or sometimes the lower area. What you want to do is just let it dry, leave it alone until you're completely done with your makeup. Grab a Q-tip, go back and just wipe, and it will completely come off. And I'm just going to coat the bottom lashes really quick as well. When you're in a hurry, this is a great thing to do, just because no matter how short your lashes are, it will just tend to make the eyes look a little bit more open and awake. So now I'm just going to go in and finish off this look by using a lip gloss. I prefer lip glosses on days like today when I'm wearing a very minimal makeup look, just because I think it looks a lot more feminine and pretty as opposed to a more flat lipstick. So I am going to be going in with a lip gloss that I just finished creating and developing myself. I teamed up again with Gerard Cosmetics to create one more lip gloss for you guys since Rose Hill went over so well. And this is my baby. I love this lip gloss so much. I'm actually the only one that has this right now. It is going to be launching in the next 24 hours on their website, and once it does, I will let you guys know on all social media. I did name this color Buttercream because it's buttery and it's creamy. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a baby pink color. I just think it's going to be gorgeous on pretty much everybody. You'll see what it looks like right now. I am so excited about this. And as always, they have a light right here and then a mirror right here so you can look at yourself while you're applying. So you can see buttercream on my lips right now. I just think that it is such a beautiful lip gloss. I'm not saying that just because I created it, but I love it. If I did not create this lip gloss, I would totally go and buy it myself. And if you guys watch my channel, you know that's true because these colors are just my absolute favorite. These new baby pink colors, I just think they're beautiful and so universal. So I'm so excited about this lip gloss. Again, I will link it everywhere once it is actually launched, which will be sometime in the next 24 hours or so if there's no bumps in the road. So yeah, that completes our no makeup look. Let me just zoom you in really quick. So let me just get you in here because I feel like this entire video the camera's been so far away and I want you to see what this looks like up close. So hopefully the camera picks it up like it does in person, because in person this foundation and bronzer looks so beautiful. It looks so natural. It honestly looks like my skin, but just better, which is what everybody's looking for in foundation, right? The bronzer looks so natural. It honestly just looks like I've been out in the sun all day long and I'm just sun-kissed by laying by the pool or something. It's gorgeous. So as you can see, nothing cakey, nothing over the top, nothing super glamorous, but yet it is better than the situation we had going on 10 minutes ago. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy this no makeup look. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. I always love hearing your feedback. Any requests that you have for videos, let me know. I love talking to you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next couple of days. Bye guys.